friend, or I can show you how to train the dragon like. And either way, it ain't gotta be love. What is this love? What are we waiting for? Life can be tough, so I need you more and more. You need to stay with me all night till I sleep. I'm feeling great, I feel alright in my dreams. Till I sleep, I'm feeling great, I feel alright in my dreams.
Yeah. So every morning after snoring, yes, I yearn for you. Thought there was a super series. You got the pedal to the metal and you're reffing me up.
So slow down, I got a 2-car garage, or we can go and make sounds that...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us down south to Mercedes-Benz Stadium on the west side of downtown Atlanta. Tonight on Sunday Night Primetime, it's the New York Jets and the Atlanta Falcons. So glad to have you with us. Mike Tirico next to Greg Olson here in the booth. Off we go on Sunday Night Football. Here comes the return from a yard or two deep. And he can only get back to the 16-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
Running for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he's going to be hit and dropped behind the line. Great push upfield defensively. What a way to start this one.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. The throw is Penix. Forced to his right, and he just does get that one away. He was being chased down, forced the awkward throw. And maybe he's fortunate that all it is an incompletion.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least, he was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. He's got his tight end. That's Pitts. And they're going to move this all the way up near the 35-yard line. That's well done as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13.
35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Here's Penix. Downfield, that's Constant. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line.
26 more yards.
That one good for 26 yards.
Falcons, first down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10.
At the 39-yard line.
Let's go now.
They run over center with Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense. So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. is one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
That's caught right side. It's London. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up third down.
So they have these rules for the receivers, Mike. They call them green grass rules. And the idea is if you're running across the field and you're looking at the quarterback, you're going to stay on the run. If you're not looking at the quarterback, that tells him, I'm going to sit in this soft zone. I'm going to what they call punch and pivot and stop. And that tells the quarterback to put the ball on your chest. That nonverbal communication.
And he's in. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Falcons. That touchdown gives him 18 on the season. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's complete to Smith. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain of 14. Good for a quick first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll get it into the hands of Garrett Wilson. And he's out of bounds down inside the 35. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
Just a really nice, simple play design. Just get the ball to one of your playmakers on an underneath crossing route, and he does the rest to secure a nice gain. That's just good, simple execution.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, inside the 20. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Man in motion is Smith. In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, just ends up being a wasted down.
Second and 10.
Dragon 60. 79, 19, 19, Lion. Trap 60, trap 60. Ready.
Now they'll set up to throw. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. And the Jets are going to have first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 3-yard line.
And this has been a really nice answer so far to this game, Mike. I mean, you watch your opponent take the initial drive and go right down the field and score. And what are you going to do in response? What are you going to do when you get that ball back for the first time in your huddle? And tell you what, they've answered all those questions, and now they're set up first and goal.
Here we go, here we go.
Paul is hit. He's lost the football. And they will get another chance. They cover it up after very nearly squandering a great scoring opportunity.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of every defense around the league. Create turnovers, especially in the red zone. Fortunately for this guy, he gets to get back in the huddle.
And he'll take it on in. Braylon Allen, Touchdown, Jets. Extra point attempt to come here. The kick is good. And the Jets come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. We'll see a return here from his own end zone. And he will only be able to muster the 20-yard line on that return.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's the lefty Penix. This one complete, right side. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. A big play to kick off this drive. 31 yards.
48-yard line.
It's a give up the middle to Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
It was clear this offseason this was an area of emphasis. They wanted to continue to fortify the interior of this defensive line, and with this young player, they think they've got themselves a good one.
On second down, Penix. Into traffic, but taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. That's his second catch on the drive. This one is good for 20 yards. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Penix now off the bootleg. He'll get rid of it and complete it. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
Nice play design here by the offensive coordinator. His ability to get the quarterback outside the pocket, take some stress off the protection. By the time he reaches the launch point, the receiver's running wide open downfield, and he puts the ball right on the money.
And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up second and long. It's second down and 12. Looking to throw, it's Penix. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's in. Drake London. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Mike, we used to have a saying that it was the responsibility of the receiver to run the route through the eyes of the quarterback. And I think this is a great example here. Two guys clearly on the same page. Quarterback expected his target to be in a certain place at a certain time. He's there, ball's delivered accurately. He's able to pick up the rest with his legs, and that's a big-time connection for the touchdown.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This returnable from the 4. A good return as he takes it across the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Hall. This one going to be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screenplays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Driving 60. 79 Broncos.
They'll look to throw. Short pass taken in by the tight end. And he's out of bounds. Still short of the first down, but he got a good chunk of yardage back with that one.
And it's his first catch of the game, and it ends up being a good one. All week long, we talked about how this dominant secondary wanted to take away their best targets. And he continues to make plays like that. Their top 10 ranking could take a hit at the end of this one.
And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun. And he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
Panther 11. Panther 60. Panther 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Trap 60. Trap 60. Go.
They'll look to throw yet again. Exiting the pocket right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
8 count. Mustang 19.
They put Wilson in motion. Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
Warriors got 19 tight. 19 tight. Cougar 19.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's caught. It's Powell. And he's out of bounds, but they are in the red zone, out inside the 20. Big gain for the Jets there. 31 yards.
Here we go. Set. 60 Eagles. 60 Eagles.
Back to the air one more time. He's got it at the 7. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
First and goal, New York.
Bronco 80. Cut 19. Cut 19.
They'll look to throw again. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up second and goal.
They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and the quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
Try to get here from the 7-yard line, second down and goal. He'll look to throw. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
What once looked like a promising drive has suddenly hit a little bit of a roadblock here, Mike. They're in scoring position, yes. But now on third and goal, following that second down sack, this defense has a shot to come away, only giving up 3.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's third and long.
18 Rattler. 70. 60 Bobcats. 60 Bobcats. Go.
Back to throw. Oh, this pass was dialed in right now. They get him again. Jalen Walker into double figures now. That is sack number 10 on the year. His kick will split the uprights. It's good. And the Jets are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Penix. To the middle of the field, he's got Johnston. Give him 14 on that play. One first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and just seems this possession is going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
Now a ball thrown deep for Johnston, and he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. It is a big play there for the Falcons. 36 yards. 2 minutes remain here in this first half. Greg and I back to Atlanta in a moment. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team.
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. That is caught to the goal line and in. Kyle Pitts, touchdown Falcons. 2 more touchdowns for him here. Now 19 for the year. York good on the extra point. And the Falcons are out to a 21-10 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Mustang 19. 70 Rangers. 19. Let's go now. Got 60. Back to 60. Back to 60.
Right away, they'll set up to throw. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot. Looking for Wilson. That's caught. And he will go all the way. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York.
The kicker on.
A beautiful combination in the air air there, the pass downfield, and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
On the return, here's Jaden Reed. Get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
We'll go play action now with Penix. Quick throw here is complete. Now he's free at the 35. And what an effort after the catch. He goes all the way. 77 yards. Touchdown Atlanta. A terrific job all the way around, especially after the catch, Greg, to take it to the end zone for a touchdown.
I'm just so impressed by the acceleration of this receiver, Mike. He catches what is a short pass, and he's able to turn it up the field and take it all the way for 6. That is an impressive play, run after catch.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And that one is through the back of the end zone. It is a touchback. Here to begin the drive. That's to the left side and taken in by Smith. Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their second. Clock says 25 seconds till halftime. Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing now from the gun. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Jets.
First and 10.
18 Rattler. 3. 60 Vikings. 7 Pirates. Ready?
Now they'll set up to throw. He's going to look for the home run ball. That is knocked away. Incomplete. Good coverage there defensively. All over him. And it'll be 2nd down.
Really nice job there of not only tracking the ball, but then putting yourself in position to make the play. And that's step 1. I promise you step 2 on that sideline. His secondary coach is saying, hey, next time you can get your hand on the ball, let's try to come away with that takeaway.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Again, working deep downfield. To the end zone, it's intercepted. That's the safety, Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to have it just past their 25.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's position. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
And the lefty Penix on first down. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. This one is going to sail through the end zone for a touchdown. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by the rookie out of Southern California. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of the second half.
And he finds his space after a gain of 7 on first down.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2.
From the 41, here's second down and 2. Another run here for Robinson. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
When you look throughout this game, Mike, I don't think there's even debate. This defensive line has clearly won the battle at the line of scrimmage over this offensive line. And for an offense that wants the run game to be such a critical element to its plan, they've got to do a better job because there's nowhere to run. There's no holes for the back to find. And all these 0 or negative runs are putting them in some really bad spots.
Trying to get it to Kyle Pitts. And it's going to bring up fourth down. They're going on fourth down. It's Penix. And he's going to have a Falcons first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake. Here's the lefty Penix. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up second down.
So you find yourself playing with a 2-score lead. Of course, it goes without saying, Mike, you don't want to take any unnecessary risks. The primary reads weren't there. Works through his progression. Move up.
That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Kyle Pitts. Touchdown Atlanta. Touchdown number 3 for him in the game. He's up to 20 on the season. The hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. That is into the hands of Allen downfield. And he's going to be taken down right at the 25-yard line. A big play for the Jets. An even 40 yards.
In this coverage breakdown, Mike, it's just completely unacceptable. You come out in dime defense. What that means is you have 6 defensive backs and only 1 linebacker most often. So for the offense to find an open receiver with that much space to operate, you just have to imagine there was some sort of breakdown of communication and execution because he had a lot of room to operate, and that defensive coordinator is not happy.
Breece Hall, the intended receiver. And it'll lead to a second down. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go towards the end zone. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner, and next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
So the challenge is not successful, and that will cost them the first of their 3 timeouts for the half. And that is incomplete.
I'd say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down? It's something these teams stress all week. There's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
Panther 11, Panther 11, 60 Eagles, 60 back, 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
They'll throw out of the gun. That's 3. 3rd time tonight he's been intercepted. Picked off by Troy Anderson. And he's going to be taken down, but a nice return up past the 35-yard line.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. They'll go again with Robinson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Heck of an effort by this runner, Mike, just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I think most backs around the league, that play would have resulted in a loss, but not this guy. Continued to fight, continued to do everything he could to prevent the loss, but it still stopped for no gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5.
19, sorry, Cup 19, Cup 19. Hey, check that, street.
From the gun, here is Penix. Going downfield, right side, and it's caught. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. And this one's good for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard
They'll
line.
come up here, 1st and 10. They'll throw. It's Penix. A dive and a catch. Incredible. That catch number 40 on the season for him.
Falcons, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Check out.
They'll run with Robinson. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. Now, after that last snap, we have an injured player. It's Bijan Robinson, who's in some pain down there. Here's a 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Throwing is Penix. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down. Former 3rd overall pick, Quinnen Williams, getting in to record his 9th sack of the year.
Just can't seem to get anything going on every ensuing snap. They just continue to go backwards and backwards and backwards. They've got to find a way on 1st and 2nd down to stay ahead of the chains so 3rd down is not so daunting.
Now Penix on 3rd and long. That one intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession.
Mike, it's very simple in the NFL. You're just not going to win a lot of games when you're losing the turnover battle to this degree. And it's their struggles protecting the football. They've continued to hurt them here today, and that's why they find themselves trailing at this point in the game.
Man in motion is Smith. He'll look to throw. He'll air it out. Deep for Wilson. That is hard. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
50 Maverick.
Jets.
Ready?
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. That's taken in left side by Smith. And he will get into the end zone. Arian Smith. Touchdown, New York. Not going for two. They'll kick the point after. He's got it. And the Jets are able to cut into the deficit. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
They'll throw on first down with Penix. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd and 1. From the gun, it's Penix. There's that man again, another catch. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Short throw taken by Pitts. 6 catches for him in the ball game now. This one's good for a first down.
Oftentimes in the NFL, Mike, blitzing a good quarterback can kind of be feast or famine, because what you do is you actually speed up their process of identifying the open target. So in this case, it's an underneath safety outlet.
And throw left side, going to be intercepted. And the Jets will take over here just past the 30.
He's just late on that throw. I don't even think he ever saw that defender drop into the zone, and it ends up costing the team the ball.
Ready, set. Come 19. Let's go. 19, Tiger, 19, Warriors, 70. Cougar, 19. 79, Broncos. 60, Bearcat. 60, 18, Pioneer. 19, Lion.
Right away, they'll set up to throw.
It's one of those things that rookie quarterbacks just really struggle with early on in the NFL. If you just stare down your primary read, you're going to get yourself into a lot of trouble. So continue to work through your progressions, take what's there, find the open receiver, and with more reps, this is something that you have to imagine he's going to really improve at.
Go! Catherine Cougar, 19. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10. Rolling to the left. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. And Sunday Night Primetime continues after this.
Got it. Ready?
Here comes 3rd and 6.
Set 19 tight. 19 tight. Ready?
Back to throw. And he gets that one complete to his tight end, Taylor. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. So they come to the line for first down and 10.
Here we go. 60 by 6. Trap 60. Trap 60.
A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. And he's just a couple short of a touchdown. We'll mark him out at the 2-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 42 yards. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. They put Wilson in motion.
Ready.
He pulls it in around the 5. And he will score. Game on. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, Jets. That his second touchdown tonight. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right within reach of pulling this comeback off.
Well, Mike, at the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting?
That one batted away and incomplete. Good work there defensively. The drive for 2 does not work. So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. And no return here. This is a touchback.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
On first down, it's Penix. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. He has been busy. 9 receptions on the game in that one. A first down. On the give, it's Robinson. Not much happening there, just a short game.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment. Keeps this to a modest gain at best.
From a couple of yards shy of midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Out of a shotgun, it's Penix. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. Catch number 7 so far in this one. And a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, here's Penix. To the right side here, pass is caught, and they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down. Here's Carter. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
From the 20, here's 2nd and 9.
Here we go.
Here's Penix. Oh, the blitz gets there quickly, and down he goes.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last sack, their chances of converting here for a touchdown have gotten a lot more difficult.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. Back to throw. Here's Penix. Here's a shot toward the end zone.
And it's just the last thing you can afford to do, especially in this situation. Like, there's just no need to force the ball. You're playing with a lead. It's late in the game, and I know he's got a lot of confidence in his arm, and he thinks he can get away with it, but that decision, it proves to be costly.
drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10.
Ready?
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that one.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13.
Let's go now. Ready?
Here's a designed run.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You could see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
The crowd cranking it up another notch before 3rd and long.
60 back. Dragon 60.
He'll drop to throw. That's caught. It's Powell. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. 15-yard pickup there. And the Jets have a 1st down. 2 minutes remain in the 4th quarter. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. Plenty of time, plus 2 timeouts at their disposal. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that 1st down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Jalen Walker in there for a loss of 5 on the sack. And now it's 3rd down.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Hey, pass. Panther 11, Panther 11. Pioneer.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
They desperately needed that one, Mike. Down here late, they've only got a few remaining snaps to go, and it puts all of the pressure of the game now on 4th down. Let's see what play call they have in a gotta-have-it situation. And right now, this quarterback needs to make his best throw in the biggest moment of the game.
Now a timeout, Jets. It'll be their 2nd as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down is looming.
Bronco, 60 Eagles, 60. Ready? 70 Timberwolves.
They will not get this one off. It'll be a delay of game. Defense has to play smart, avoid a penalty on 4th and long.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger, 19 Lion, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat, Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. They had their chance. He took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on down. Victory very much in sight now as they'll take a knee. So it's a win here for the Falcons. They bounced back from the loss last week. Really put in a determined effort and will come away with the victory.